Game 2 of the Air Force Reserve Women's Basketball Championship is in the books. San Diego State just defeated Air Force 63-55. They will move on to play New Mexico tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. I'm Tamara Brown, sitting here with head coach Stacey Terry, freshman Mallory Adams, and Najee Murray. Coach, glad to have you guys today. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. I'm glad to be sitting up here.
After splitting the series with Air Force in the regular season, what did you know about this opponent coming into this game?
What we knew was how tough they are and how hard they play. They're a very good defensive team, and we struggled a little bit in that second half with our offense because they kind of took us out of some things, but so very proud of our young ladies who battled through, got stops ourselves, and then got rebounds when we needed to.
You mentioned how Air Force is a tough team. They got off to a hot start. If we look at some of the plays they had here, how were you able to slow them down and gather your girls' composure to take over the lead?
Well, you know, we've been in this situation quite a few times this year where we've had to play from behind, so my girls are extremely confident that we can do it. But they got out, they hit some shots, but we were taking away the things that we wanted to take away. So, you know, after a while when they got into the flow of things and their offense started to slow down a little bit, we were able to pick it up and we made some shots to make it a game.
The shots that you made, a lot of them were in the paint. You guys were doubling them points to the paint. How are you guys able to be so successful there?
We have a young lady on our team named Mallory Adams, so she was really hard to guard tonight, beating them off the bounce and getting rebounds. You know, we're a team that can score inside and out. You know, I'm going to joke with them later. We saved all our threes for New Mexico. But, you know, this is the kind of game that I'm so proud that we can actually come on the other side because we grinded this one out. These were paint points. We were preaching paint points all year. We got into the paint off the bounce or just rebounding the ball, and couldn't be more prouder of the growth that we took a big step forward today.
Mallory, what makes you so fearless in the paint and you were able to attack so much in this game?
I think like Coach said, we kind of had the advantage in the paint. Their guards are amazing, like their big girls as well, but I knew that was where the advantage was. Off the bounce just because I am a bigger body, so I just used that to my advantage.
And Najee, what about you? You really picked up in the second half as well with your points in the paint. What makes you so successful in that way too?
I think tonight they were taking away my threes, so that was I had to figure out another way to contribute. So that's what I had to do to make sure we, needed those points in the paint for sure.
With you guys having such a young team, who's been able to step up and provide leadership for you guys?
Surprisingly, I'm going to say the freshmen. I think because their roles are bigger than what you can just see by the scoring or the points. It's more than just what they're doing on the court for us. And because we're so young, it's more of a group effort leading. We have a big upperclassmen group on the bench that contributes because their knowledge and they just know so much. They've had so many years in here, so they kind of feed us, the four of us that are younger and leading this team. So it's been a group effort this year, definitely leading.
We definitely do it by committee. We have 4 young ladies, 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores that are playing the majority of the minutes. What I get most excited about is when these young ladies grow up because their future's so bright. So we definitely do it by committee.
With the third quarter being such a back and forth between you guys had a 10-0 run, then Air Force had a 10-0 run.
Right.
This group, how are they able to build their composure and finish out in the fourth quarter to win?
For me, it's just we've been in this situation so many times. I mean, this was probably one of the larger margins that we've won by in a long time. So our girls are confident playing in those tight games because we've had so many of them. So I guess that's a good thing, right, ladies? We've had lots of practice at playing. So they know. In the huddles, we're like, hey, we're okay. Just get stops. Defense is going to win games for us, especially in March, and we were able to hold them under 60 points. That's our magic number. If we can keep people under 60, we have a good chance to win.
And now moving on to tomorrow, you guys will face New Mexico, who you've already played twice this season, and you also split the series with them. What do you know about this team going into tomorrow's matchup?
We know they like to push. We know their bigs are great on the defensive end and offensive end, so we'll really have to focus in on them as well as the guards in transition.
Najee?
Yeah. Tomorrow's a defensive game for sure. They're good at all 5, so and they have a great bench as well. So if we can defend, like Coach said, keep them under 60, it's a fair game for sure.
We're going to be ready. We talked a lot about we respect everybody in this conference. We have some great players and great coaches in this league, but we don't fear anybody, so we're going after it tomorrow.
You guys both talked about what you need to do to stop them, but what works for you guys against a team like that?
I think we're the same way. We like to play fast like they do, so we're going to look to push and see if we can get some easy buckets. and play a similar style tomorrow, because I think that's when we're at our best, when we're playing faster.
Definitely. Well, congratulations on surviving and advancing to
Thank
the next
you.
round of
Thank
the
you.
tournament.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks so much.
No problem.
See you tomorrow, same
No
time.
problem. Yes. All right, you heard it here first.